Well, sometimes when you come to a tractor show where red power is the feature, you'll get this confusion. You've got an international tractor driver wearing a John Deere hat. Donnie Cox, tell us what's going on.
I guess John Deere is my passion. That's what I grew up with. My father had and grandparents had John Deere A's and B's, and that's what we own mostly is John Deere. But these are actually my wife's. She's got an A in the parade also that we restored, and we like the international also very much.
Well, that's all right. I'm teasing you just a little bit because all tractors are really a rolling piece of history. But tell us about the Farmall Cub that you're driving today.
It's 1947, the first year they were made. We bought it. It wasn't in bad shape, but I tore it completely down, went through the whole tractor. It has a Cub emblem on it, but it's not really supposed to have. My wife wanted that on it. And also the front rims are not supposed to be the silver around the tire part, and that's what she wanted, so that's what I did.
Sometimes you dress things up the way your wife wants them, right?
Exactly. You know, on one of your shows, I heard this guy said, how come your wife allows you to do all this? And he said, I found out, I went out and bought her one tractor and let her own it, and said now she owns half of them and I own half of them, and it's the exact same way in our family. So she loves them as much as I do.
Yeah, you were both on parade today with your Farmall Cubs. Well, she had the 100, you had the Cub. Yeah. What do you think? I think international back in the day, the Farmall Cub might have been the best-selling tractor they ever built.
I don't know about that, but you see a ton of them. So, and they're still running. Actually, I said I went all through this. The engine on this one didn't need any work. Went through the transmission and tore it all apart and sandblasted it and stuff and brought it back up. But no, it didn't need much work.
What do you like about the Cub? I know you're kind of a John Deere guy, but what do you think International did well with this tractor?
Well, it was a good start from a horse to a tractor. That's something that a lot of people, most people could afford, and it just done a good job. Compared to a horse, how many horses would that replace?
Well, you don't have to feed it the way you did horses,
Absolutely.
Right?
I wasn't old enough to do much with the horses or do nothing with the horses. They were just still around a little bit.
So you have your Farmall Cub outfitted with an implement on it. Tell us about that.
That's a side mower. It was on the tractor when we bought it. Everything fits, without any alteration, so I'm assuming that it was what was supposed to be on it. Again, I had it all sandblasted down and painted up the color as close as I could find that it's supposed to be.
I'm looking at the tractor and I see it's kind of set up pretty well for cultivating, isn't it?
Yes. I've never done any cultivating with them, but I could see where that would be a huge advantage to be able to straddle a row and see what you're doing with it. Because with the others, if it comes down the center, you don't really know what's going on till you done plowed it all out.
And when you've got a Farmall Cub looking as good as this one does it get some attention at a tractor show like this one?
This is the first show that we've been to with it. I just finished it, and the one she's driving is an A. I just finished both of them last year, so this is the first show.
What is it that makes you want to do this? What you said both you and your wife are into it, and what draws you to it?
I just love tractors. I love restoring things, bringing stuff back to life. When you redo an engine and you turn it over and it fires that first time, it just stirs something inside of you.
Yeah. Holding on to history, right?
Yep, absolutely.
All right, Donnie Cox, thanks for showing off your Farmall Cub. Appreciate it.
Well, you're welcome. I'm glad you asked me to. I feel really honored.
Donnie Cox has both John Deere and International Power at his place. He's keeping both he and his wife going strong with Classic Tractor Fever. Hey there, thanks for catching Classic Tractor Fever. If you'd like to see more red power, be sure to check out these other classic stories. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button to keep those Classic Tractor stories rolling.